Hey, wanted to make an explanation video on how to make the table. It's not going to be like a super detailed thing, but I'm going to try to give you as much information as possible to get it done. Basically, the tabletop, it's a standard 4x8 3/4 inch plywood, sheet of plywood. So start with that, pretty simple, right? You can buy that at the store, no problem. Then it has a frame around it. This frame is 7 feet by 3 feet, okay? Basically, it leaves a 6-inch overhang on each side for you to be able to clamp things. This piece at the top will be, and the bottom will be 7 feet. Remember to account for this piece being on the inside of this other piece, so you will have 36 inches, which is 3 feet, minus 3 inches, because it's 1.5 and 1.5. So this piece will be 33 inches long. My legs were made of 2 2x4s put together with glue and screws. Okay, so this is glued and screwed, each one of these legs. Now the leg itself is about 30, I want to say 31. It's actually about 31 3/4 inches or something like that from top to bottom. And so 31 3/4 inches from top to bottom. This adds, the caster adds about 3.5 inches. So you have 34.5 inches. And then plus the top, it's about 35, almost 36. The ideal height is really 36 inches. This is a little taller than the 3, and so it's more like 4 inches. So total floor to top, 36 inches. Basically, you have 2 legs, each one on each side. They have a carriage bolt going through them, okay? Let me show you this a little bit if you want to come in a little closer. This bolt, it's from the side of the wood here. It's actually from this edge to the center of the bolt is about 2.25 inches. At the thickness of that, and of this piece of wood, 1.5, and you can make the measurement from the edge. But it's 2.25 inches down, and about 1 3/4 inches from the side. And as you notice, it is off-centered, and that is on purpose because being off-centered allows you to, when you close it, this actually goes away from the edge. That way you don't have anything banging against the edge. Let me show you another thing about these legs. Notice that I left the top square. When I cut it, I left the top square. I measured down from the edge there about 1 1/4 inches down, and I threw a line across, and then I just did 45s. So this is a 45 degree, and this is another 45 degree angle. And that way, it doesn't catch when you turn it. Let's go, let me show you about this piece. This piece, basically what it helps you do is keep a 90-degree angle when you open the leg. So notice how this hits against that, and it can't go past, and it allows you this on the inside now. These legs are a perfect 90-degree, okay? So you wanna have this piece to make sure that you have a perfect 90-degree angle. This brace here, it's a brace that you're gonna need for strengthening these legs. But what I did is that I notched them into the wood, okay? So basically, this is a 1x4, okay? And I notched it into this wood and screwed it in here. Now the back part, it's not notched in. The back part is actually just a piece that fits in between the 2 legs, and it's glued and screwed to the back 1x4. So this is a 1x4, and this is another 1x4 put together. But this one has a notch here created so that we can put the stretcher on the legs. So once you open it, you can grab the stretcher and put it here like this, like so, and like so. Okay. So basically, this is a 2x3. Okay, not a 2x4, but a 2x3, and I created a 1.5 by 2.5 notch here so that this could sit in. I couldn't do a 2x4 because this is a 1x4, so I would have needed a 1x6 or something. So I kept this as a 2x3. Then let me show you what I did here. I put a little screw here and another little screw here. And then I took the stretcher and I made some holes with some fastener bits so that I could just hang. So that's basically it. I'm gonna lower the table so the camera's gonna go back a little bit so you can see it. Let me go ahead and take this stretcher out and put it back in. Okay, because I'm gonna bring the table down. So I'm gonna show you the mechanism on how it stays on the wall. Right, so I move this back. Basically what we have here is a 2x4, okay? Tapcon to the wall. You have 3 Tapcons here to the concrete, okay? I added this piece of 1/4-inch sanded plywood so that when I bring the table over and I put it against the wall, it is not destroying the edge of my table. This sanded ply is really nice and soft against the edge here. So then what you do is this piece, it is perfect to the bottom of the top of the table here. So when the top of the table slides in, it literally slides right above this 2x4, and it has that support there. Then what you do is you measure 4 feet up and make a line, and then you can put this next piece about 1/4 inch, maybe 1/2 inch higher than that. This is another piece of 2x4, Tapcon to the wall, with another one on top of it with a screw in the middle and a washer, so that you can turn it like this and create kind of like a latch. So notice there's a line there. I also have a line on my table. I square those off like so. Okay, just put them there together. Lift. Put it there. Take the stretcher out. Boom. Close here. Close here.